I just gave you where this thing started. 2023 election, somebody was so arrogant and so stupid to say that the Igbos should not vote in Lagos, and they were attacking them, beating them, treating them like animals. We kept quiet. We endured it. We tolerated it. Is that not why they have moved on? Do you know that most of these streets, the people that originally owned the name of that, they worked, they developed that street. That was why the people used their name on that street, two of us. Look at what Charlie Boy said about the Charlie Boy bus stop. Mr. Okoro, do you know how many people of Yoruba extraction that Charlie Boy developed? Tunde and Wumi Obe, they grew from Charlie Boy's show. I watched it. I saw it. Many Yoruba artists today, they grew from Charlie Boy's show. It's on record. I have been asking this people, why is this nonsense going on, for God's sake? Is it not annoying? You call this place a center of excellence, but look at what you are doing. Look at, where are the elders of Yoruba land? Where are the elders of Lagos? No, is this what you call center of excellence? What is excellence in this type of nonsense? We are talking about Agbero that have become a menace to everybody. Who brought Agbero into Lagos? Mr. Okoro, I grew up in Lagos. I grew up here. Number 4 Akerele Street. So what? Number 11 Akerele Street. He used to call me Omo Okoro or Omo Igbo. After that village master program. Yes. We grew up in that street, Akerele. We never saw this type of, all of a sudden, because of politics.
Now, they are
talking of streets.
Barrister, before we move on, will it be appropriate to reduce this thing to 2023? Because even before then, in 2019, was it 2019? Yes. Well, there was a certain order that says, look, if you don't vote for a particular candidate, you'll be thrown into the lagoon. So, but I think we saw the apogee of it in 2023. These things have been going on. But before we get into the politics, the ethnic politics of it all, let's get some education here about how streets are named and the historical anecdotes that define their existence. What's the legal process of naming streets after individuals?
Mr. Okoro,
you are a lawyer. Let us know.
Most of this is done by the local government.
Okay.
This is a local matter, a local institution. It is either they look at, because before they can do that, you must have been, at least you have a property in that street, and you must have added to the development of that locality. Are you getting what I'm saying? Most times the local authorities will now look at street and look at somebody around there who have contributed to that environment before they can use your name to name that street. That is the process. That's the procedure. It doesn't require. It may be the worst illiterate in that area, but because it's either he was the first to live in that place or he has contributed to that locality.
And there's always a government imprimatur.
That's what I said. Local government. Yeah, local government. Yes,
it's within the purview of the local government.
Yes, that's the local government. It's the local matter.
Now there is this argument circulating out there about the Charlie Boy bus stop that it was not formally recognized by the local government. But if you isolate the Charlie Boy, what about other streets? It does appear that the majority of the names changed are of Igbo origin. Now, this isn't the first time that Igbos are targeted, and in this manner of thing. What is it about the Igbo people? They
believe that when they name those streets, Igbo street or Igbo name, then Igbos will claim the street. Mr. Okoro, is it possible? You can see the mentality of people. Please, is there any street in Lagos here that Igbo said nobody should live here except Igbos? Or you want to rent house, or you want to buy a land and that people say you should not come there and build up. Is there anything like that?
Okay, Barrister, I keep questioning. A lot of people keep questioning. Do you have any sociological explanation for why the Igbos are always a target of attack? Does it have to do with their prosperity, or what? Is it that there are? How can I put it now?
Envy, jealousy, and what? Wickedness. Envy, jealousy, and wickedness. Why should the Igbo man prosper? Why should he have property? Why should he contribute to the development? Is that not any other reason? I've asked this question. Let somebody come and tell me now that there is a particular area in Lagos, a particular area in the whole of Southwest where the Igbos dominated and said that this place is our own. Nobody should come here. Like some Northerners are doing in Yoruba land.
Okay, because I recall that Pastor Tunde Bakare, once this issue came up the other time, he said that, look, what is the problem? The Igbo man never put a gun on your head, to say you must sell this land to me. It was a freehold, you sold, and the man bought. So why is the problem every time unprovoked attack? Good. And especially the Southeasterners are always singled out.
No, you see, let me tell you, Mr. Okoro, I don't even want to recognize what some of them are saying, because it is the leaders of this area that are causing this problem. The Igbos in the motor park, will he go and do this type of thing on his own? A local government chairman is not a tout. He's not an illiterate.
And he's even living. He's an outgoing local government chairman.
Yes. Then let me ask you, the leaders that are watching this thing, what are they saying? Nothing. Even this leader, they have committed more crime against the Igbos in the past, and nobody questioned them, nobody reprimanded them, nobody said anything. That is why this thing have continued. When they don't see that they cook up something to provoke the Igbos unnecessarily. If you talk and say, it's a Yoruba land, therefore we must give it to any name we like. The man that contributed to the development of that city, what happened to him? The man that helped to build that city, what happened to him? Like that Ifeanyi street in Ibarega. Remember, Adibo told me the story of that street in Ibarega. How that man contributed. All of a sudden, nobody recognizes the contribution of the Igbo man in Lagos State, Mr. Okoro. All the things that the Igbo man has done to develop this state, nobody talks about it, Mr. Okoro. Is that not foolishness of the highest order?
Now, Barrister, one surprising thing is that if you go to the southeast, there are thriving Yoruba communities.
Nobody talks to them.
I keep going back to Umuahia, you know. If you go to Umuahia, there's an Adelabu street that I met as a young boy. Even in Enugu, there is still an Adelabu street, and nobody has made any effort to rename the streets. And if you go to some parts of South, even in Rivers State and Port Harcourt, no matter the level of antagonism between the Ikwere man and the Igbo man, they have not made efforts to change the names of streets. So why is it dominant here in the Southwest? And people are asking, why is it difficult, for the Southwest and the Southeast to build some kind of, a bridge of unity, considering that the culture, tradition, and everything, there's similarity. So why is it difficult for us to build that bond of friendship?
No, don't go there. Don't go there. Because when you say that, it may look as if the Igbo man is always antagonizing the Yoruba man, and the Yoruba man is always antagonizing the Igbo. No.
So what is it?
The problem is coming from one side, the Yoruba man. Mr. Okoro, let us call a spade here. Let these people come and tell me one single reason why this thing is going on. One single day the Igbo man has...
No, does it look like the Southeasterner has tried to extend hands of fellowship to the Southwesterner and they were rebuffed?
Is it not obvious? When you are a very peaceful person, how do you show your accommodating spirit? Hold on. When you have shown that, yes, you are a very peaceful and diligent and industrial human being, please, how else do you demonstrate that you want to accommodate your fellow brother? The Igbo man, has he any time for this type of shenanigans? He goes about his business diligently, peacefully. I ask you again, can you mention any time in the history of this country called Nigeria that the Igbo man started rioting or protesting in the southeast and saying non-Igbo should leave Igbo land and start killing them, burning their shop? But you know how many times it has happened in this Lagos, especially in the days of OPC. You know how many times that happened in the north. So why is it that the Igbo man is not even at least congratulated for his diligence and industry in adding value wherever he is? Is that not a problem, Mr. Okoro? Please tell me.
It seems to be a problem. That's why we are holding this conversation. That's why we are having this conversation.
It is a shame on the people behind it. No, it's a shame. It's a shame on these people who are doing all this nonsense. That means they have nothing to offer. They are complete touts that are doing all this nonsense. They have nothing to offer. And go and check, they are not even negotiations. Mr. Okoro, hold on, please. Let these people come out and tell me that all of them that are doing this attack on the Igbo man, they are negotiations. I will stop talking on air. It's a challenge. Let any of them tell me that their ancestral root is in this Lagos. These are people who came from neighboring states on slippers and a pony bag, entered into Lagos, and they were doing Igboro before they become what they are. And now they are claiming to be Lagos. Can you just imagine? People that came to Oluoma who took it upon himself to say that people should not vote in Lagos. He was beating them, harassing them during the last election. Who is he? Where is he from? When he wanted to be Oba of Osho, didn't he hear what they told him? These are people that are claiming to be Lagosians. Because they can speak Yoruba.